At eeFit, safety is everyone's responsibility. We do everything in the safest possible way, and if it's unsafe, we don't continue until it's made safe. Incidents can and do happen. In March 2013 and September 2014, installers on commercial sites received electric shocks. The first one resulted in unconsciousness and was notified to ACT WorkSafe. The other resulted in a near miss and flash arc burn.
Don't tempt fate.
Always ask to isolate, relocate and identify.
Let's show you the steps to isolate electrical energy sources safely on commercial construction sites. Communicate. Always coordinate and plan your work with the installation supervisor or manager, your team and other trades. On commercial sites, all work must be done in full communication with the site construction supervisor. It's the site construction supervisor's responsibility to arrange for the site electrician to carry out electrical isolations. Make sure you define the work area, confirming electrical energy sources in the work area, and apply the steps in the electrical isolation process. Ask about hidden cables in the area you'll be working in, for example, conduits and cables in concrete for soffit work. Some sites' circuitry design may only provide site-wide isolation. Step 1. Isolate electrical energy sources. Before starting work, check the location of electrical energy sources in your work area, for example in cavities of walls, floors and ceiling. Make sure the site electrician has isolated the mains, switched the main circuit breaker toggle to the off position, and an isolation lockout device is fitted on the main circuit breaker to prevent access to isolated power. Now add your personal isolation lock and tag to the main lockout device. If the main switch to your work area can't be isolated, contact your installation supervisor before beginning any work to discuss how the electrical energy for your work area will be isolated. Step 2. Relocate cables. Relocate electrical cables, including temporary lighting, out of the work area. The site electrician will move any wiring that needs to be moved. Step 3. Identify cables. Identify electrical wires with cable tags. A 600mm clearance rule applies either side of cables when a zero energy state was unable to be achieved. No part of a worker or the installation may cross into the exclusion zone while the electrical part is live. Reschedule or relocate your work area if unable to achieve this. If you notice any unforeseen live untagged cable, stop work and report it to the site construction supervisor. Do not continue until the service is de-energised, relocated or identified and a zero energy state is verified. Step 4. Verify zero energy state. Installers verify zero energy state using an isolation test stick. Treat all cables as live until verified. If you find an unidentified cable while working, test it, and if it's live, stop work and notify the site construction supervisor. Do not continue until the cable's source is isolated, relocated or identified with a 600mm exclusion. Remember, no isolation controls, no work, and only after isolation is verified, proceed with work. De-isolate. Once your work is complete, notify the construction supervisor to arrange for the site electrician to provide access to remove your personal isolation lock and tag from the mains. Do not restore the mains power yourself, this is always the site electrician's responsibility. Before leaving, let the construction supervisor know you've finished your work and you're about to leave the site. Remember the key steps. Communicate prior to starting work. Isolate, relocate, identify, verify. Communicate to de-isolate upon completion of work. At eeFit, we see it, say it, fix it.